Going back to Hong Kong from overseas these days can be a big project. One of my flights has been cancelled after I have checked in at the departure airport. That's why I want to share with you some experience so that you can avoid problems. 3 important things we need to get ready. First is vaccination certificate. Second, quarantine hotel booking. Third is PCR test. Quarantine hotel booking is the most important and difficult part, so we'd better prepare it beforehand. The earlier the better. And I will show you the link below where to get the qualified quarantine hotel. The price for quarantine hotel varies from hundreds HK dollar to thousands HK dollar per day. Times 7 days, then that's a lot of money. So I recommend you to book hotel first successfully. Then we start to look for flight ticket and book flight ticket. And only if based on the 2 above conditions are confirmed, then we start to book PCR test. This is how I get my PCR and where I get my PCR test. And that's 1 day ahead of my boarding time. And I get this result on the same day. And I found that some PCR tests are closing their doors. So I have tried twice of PCR tests, but from different organizations. So I recommend you to get search for PCR tests locally online and book online because they will send you result through email. Yeah, only if you get your test result negative, then you are allowed to get on board and prepare for the digital declaration form, which you can search online, and I will show the link below so you can do it beforehand. Okay, keep all these documents at your hand, the most convenient location, and hold them to the airport and show them to the crew at the departure airport. They will check very carefully. Once you successfully made it and get on board finally, then please remember to wear a stronger mask and sanitize your hand while you are on the plane. Congratulations to you if you're finally on the plane and enjoying the beautiful view outside the window. I know it's not easy this time. It's really tiring because I once have experienced twice flight cancellation. One time my flight was cancelled after I have checked in at the departure airport. I was so shocked to the level that my heart will get attacked. So once I have get on board this on the plane and heading to Hong Kong, I was so relieved. Well, get some good rest if you can on the plane, because it's a long time, at least several hours in the air. So just relax your body and your mind, because after you have arrived at Hong Kong International Airport, there will be another energy-consuming process we have to go through. And good luck to you.
Day when we weren't alone, take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day.
Once you see this familiar sea of Hong Kong, and you see the roads of Hong Kong, and you see Hong Kong International Airport, yeah, you have arrived in Hong Kong, which is so familiar. But don't expect people being so nice to you, because they were so scared of you because they know you are from overseas. And they were all dressed up with protective clothes. Same as usual, this time you need to walk through many, you need to be directed by the crews at the airport. Anyways, you just keep walking, they will lead you your direction, and keep walking, or take the subways at the airport to some area. At this point, you are even further away of collecting your luggages. So just keep walking on the direction of the crews, and each one of them wearing protective clothes and the facial mask and the protective facial mask. until to some juncture that some crews will check your QR code of declaration form. So I recommend you to complete it or do it at the spot. No problem. They will guide you how to complete and get the QR code. Well, it's in this declaration form, it's all about where you have been and which country you are boarding from, and some personal information about your address or your mobile phone number, etc. It's quite easy, just filling up those forms on your mobile, and you will get the QR code right away, and then you show it to the crews. They will allow you to continue walking at the airport.
I really can't believe it. This seems more like a medical center instead of an airport. Oh my god, it's so quiet. It's so full of medical stuff.
Here is the 7 steps you need to go through inside the airport. Yes, at some point you will get a green card with your individual barcode on it, and you can hand it, and they will distribute you some test tools for the PCR test and rapid antigen test later at the airport. Inside the airport, you just hold them and prepare your identity card or your passport for the 2 tests. One is PCR test and the other is rapid antigen test. Both of them will be done at one spot, so no worries, and the medical worker will help you out. And it's both free, so don't worry. And the rapid test result will be given to you immediately, and you hold it at hand and go into another booth where your mobile number will be called. If it's working well, they will give you a piece of paper saying that your telephone number is working okay. Do you hold them all together and walk to another booth? And yeah, like this. At this booth, they will check almost all your documents, including PCR test and antigen test result, and your quarantine hotel booking, and your vaccination certificate, and they will ask you your quarantine hotel address. So they will give you a very important piece of paper which is called compulsory quarantine order, and this is very important, represents your ID wherever you go, and until you go to the quarantine hotel they will scan the barcode on the paper. And at this final booth, first they will scan your compulsory quarantine orders barcode and will give you 2 pieces of paper. One says what you need to pay attention to during quarantine period, and the other paper is to record your test of every day, daily test result and temperature test. So they will give you a free little thermometer because you are required to test your temperature twice a day and execute rapid antigen test every single day. So now you are heading to collect your luggage suitcases here at this point, and then walking to the custom and going through the custom with your luggages. And now we are almost done with all this process, and you can see a booth of free water and free food. You can get a bottle of free water and a bag of biscuit because it's really a long time consuming. Now we are going to collect our luggages and going through the custom. So we just walking through all this way.
Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world...
Finally recognize your own luggages. Congratulations again. After coming through the custom, we will go to a gathering center where we will be distributed to different buses. Firstly, they will go to the counter, they will ask us to present the compulsory quarantine order, and they will scan the barcode on it so that they get the information, and they will adjust and distribute you to the bus queue belonging to. And you stay here, they will give you this label to stick on your suitcase. And follow the queue and all the way heading outside to the bus. And the workers outside will take the suitcase on the bus, and you get on the bus as well. So it will take a long time until you arrive at the quarantine hotel, because one bus is going to many hotels at one time along the way. So I recommend you to drink some water and eat some biscuit before it starts. Wait on the bus quietly until the worker at the front seat on the bus will announce once you have arrived at your quarantine hotel. Upon arrival of the quarantine hotel, and you go directly to the reception of your quarantine hotel. At the reception, they will check your ID. Again, we'll check your compulsory quarantine order, and they will give you a new pen. Once you stepped into the quarantine room, then you are not allowed to step outside even the door of the room. So enjoy your quarantine! Don't forget to subscribe. In next video, I'm going to share how to complete quarantine. Thank you very much.